A lot of people ask me, what exactly do you mean by cop culture? Are you talking about police killings and police abuse? Are you talking about police corruption and the way police constantly lie? Or are you talking about the way media and politicians always defer to police and give them the benefit of the doubt no matter how many times they've been caught in a lie or been proven to abuse their authority? Or are you talking about the way so many Americans are so quick to call the cops for everything because they believe that the police are the solution to all of society's ills at the expense of every other public service? Yeah, all of that. But I'm also talking about the attitude that so many police have. Yeah, not all of them, sure, okay, but they all work together. And when so many of them have that attitude, it permeates their workplace. And it creates a workplace culture that then affects the way that they do their jobs. Here's just one example of that attitude that I'm talking about.
If it was back in the days, when Alan Marshall take a damn blackjack, whoop their ass and throw them in the cell, I'd run for fucking sheriff.
Yeah. Well, it's not like that no more.
I know. We'll take them down here on Mud Creek and hang them up with the damn rope.
Yeah.
But you can't do
The
that.
thing about it,
They got more rights than we got.
That is the workplace culture of the McCurtain County Sheriff's Department in Oklahoma. Sounds fun. And if you don't understand bloodthirsty hillbilly trash, let me help you out. I have a PhD in hillbilly speak. I watched every episode of Ozark and the Beverly Hillbillies. They're talking about the good old days, back when you could just go down to old Mud Creek and hang a black guy. But you can't do that anymore, and isn't that sad? Now, black people have more rights than white people. They were also talking about killing journalists in that audio. But hey, if you're disgusted by their behavior in that conversation, don't worry. There will be accountability. Probably not for them, but for the guy who made the recording. The sheriff's department says they're going to press charges because that was an illegal recording, and that's the real problem. Not what they were talking about, the recording. And that, my friends, is cop culture. And before my liberal friends say something like, well, of course that happens in Oklahoma, what do you expect? The cops aren't like that in blue states. They're not like that where I live.
You sure about that?
Meet the Antioch Police Department from progressive California, the liberal capital of the world. They are under investigation for sending racist and sexist and homophobic text chains. One officer bragged about abusing a suspect and then shared images of the suspect's injuries. Originally, 17 officers were under investigation, but now it's 45. 45! That's not one bad apple. And that's not one bad text. That's thousands of texts sent by 40% of the police department. So now, the public defender's office is calling on the district attorney's office to drop every single case they were ever involved in because, of course, you have to. How do you think that attitude affects the way they do their job? It affects everything. They hate the people they're supposed to protect and serve. They hate the suspects. They hate the victims. They hate everyone who's not a cop. That's cop culture. And they figured they'd keep getting away with it because they normally do, and they still might. But yeah, let's keep giving cops 2/3 of the city and state budget. Let's keep giving them the authority to do whatever the fuck they want because that's worked out so well. Defund the police.